Namaste. In today's video, we're going to focus on Patanjali's Yoga Sutra 1.16. In this particular sutra, Muni Patanjali explains to us the meaning of Vairagya even more deeply. In the previous sutra, we understood that Vairagya is essentially detachment of all the five senses from objects that they enjoy or are attached to. And now we're going to understand Vairagya one step further. So the sutra itself goes, Tat Param Purusha Khyater Guna Vaitrishnyam. Now let's break up each of the words and understand what the sutra is trying to tell us. The first two words are Tat Param, and as we understood even earlier, Tat refers to that. And since sutras are essentially a continuation, this that as the first word is referring to the previous sutra or Vairagya. Then we come to the second word, which is Param. And here it means the highest or the highest kind. So Tat Param is telling us that highest kind. Then we come to Purusha Khyati. Now, Purusha over here is not necessarily the Hindi word which refers to a man, but instead it refers to the two primordial elements of Purusha and Prakriti. So this comes from the Sankhya philosophy, which is one of the Indian systems of philosophy that explains to us that there are two elements that make up life. Purusha, which is the spirit element, and Prakriti, which is the natural or nature element. And when both of these combine, it gives rise to life forms and all of humanity and life as we know it. Now, taking this into consideration, what the sutra is saying is Purusha, or this type of Purusha, and its khyati or deep understanding starts to become more obvious with the existence of Vairagya. Then we come to the next word, which is telling us about the gunas. Now the gunas refer to sattva, rajas and tamas, which is often explained in Indian philosophy as the three modes of behavior or the three modes of life. Sattva refers to goodness, lightness and purity. Rajas refers to excitement, aggression sometimes and also passion. And tamas refers to lethargy or dullness. So now when we talk about these three gunas, what the sutra is trying to tell us is that Vairagya or detachment has to rise above even these three gunas and not get entangled in any of the modes of life or behavior. And finally, the final word is Vaitrishnam, which refers to thirstlessness or desirelessness. Now let's put it all together and understand what the sutra is saying. So it's telling us the highest form of Vairagya is that in which even the gunas have been transcended. And not only that, we understand that we don't have a desire for these gunas any longer. And that is the true detachment, where we're not entangled with any of the modes of life and we've risen above them. But here's a word of caution. Doing so is one of the most challenging or difficult tasks, and even the yogic texts agree that this state of rising above the gunas as well is sometimes not possible in a single lifetime. So why is Muni Patanjali telling us something that may not be possible for us in this lifetime? Well, a lot of commentators believe that he's doing so just to warn us that simply by rising above your sense organs or not feeling attached to the objects, we should not get overconfident. There's a level even higher than that which is yet to be achieved, and therefore we should not slip back into our old ways and think that, oh, now I'm not attached to the different senses so much and I'm not attached to the sense organs, so let me start enjoying them again and see if I can exercise my self-control. And that's what Muni Patanjali warns us against, is not to get overconfident and go back to our old ways, thinking that we've won the battle and we can now go back to how we used to engage with the world. So his recommendation here is to always remember there is one level higher, which is one of the most challenging levels to get to, and that should keep us motivated enough to not slip or to not get a little lax with our practice. So this is what the sutra is trying to tell us about how we can stay firm in our Vairagya practice, and always remember that Sattva, Rajas and Tamas are the three gunas. They are evolutes of Prakriti, and then in order to sort of detach and go into the Purusha element, even these gunas have to be transcended eventually. So this is what Muni Patanjali is trying to tell us in Sutra 1.16. I hope this sutra was easy for you to understand. Please do share this video with your family and friends if you found it helpful, especially those that are studying yoga or yoga philosophy. We look forward to seeing you in the next video. Until then, take care and keep practicing. We'll see you soon. Namaste.